Good morning, my name is Melissa Wick, and welcome to day 3 of 30 days of morning yoga. This morning's practice is called Sweet Morning Stretch, and it is just that. We are going to sweetly stretch and open up the entire body and connect with our breathing and set an intention for the rest of our morning and our day. No props are needed. There are some postures on the knees, so if you want to cushion the knees, have a blanket close by and maybe a couple blocks up top, but not necessary. Get into something comfortable. And if you're on this journey with me, I'm so grateful to have you back here. It truly is an honor, and if you're here just for the one class, that is also great. And if you want to learn more about this journey, head over to day 0. All right, let's get this practice started. Let's begin this morning's practice on our backs. So go ahead and make your way there. And we'll begin in constructive rest. So have your feet out wide, knees fall in to touch. You can have your hands rest on the belly or palms facing upward. I always like to give my chest a little lift to slide the shoulders under, maybe a lift and lower of the hips so the low back feels lengthened. And once you've settled, close your eyes and let's invite in 2 deep cleansing breaths to fully arrive here together. Inhale in through your nose, let yourself fill up. And fully exhale out of the mouth. One more like this, fully expand. And release. Closing the mouth. And just allow your breath to be natural here as we settle into our space, our mats, our bodies, and our breath. Seeing if you could breathe in and out through both nostrils. Feeling your belly softly rise and fall as you inhale and as you exhale. Allowing the breath to become smooth and even. Each and every breath becomes deeply nourishing. And then we'll slowly just start to bring both knees in towards the chest, wrapping your hands around your shins. You can be still and just hug the knees in and feel that compression in the hip flexors. Or if you'd like, you can gently rock from side to side, massaging the lower back. Shoulders stay heavy, back of the neck stays long, so chin is gently drawing in. And let's begin with a nice hip opener. So we'll place the left foot down onto the mat and we'll cross the right ankle, let it clear the left thigh so the right foot stays flexed to protect the knee. Stage 1, you can place your right hand and gently push the thigh bone away from you. And this might be nice as an opener for the psoas, or you can thread, lift the left foot off of the ground, right hand in between the legs and interlace the hands behind the back of the left thigh. Or if you're really open, maybe around the shin. But you want to try not to let the head lift and the shoulders lift. So you could always use a strap or a scarf or a belt or something to wrap behind the back of the left thigh and use it as an extension for your hands. So back of the neck long. Breathe into your glutes, into your hips, wherever you feel like it's a little dense or a lot dense. And I always like to shift the unit of my legs a little over to the left, even just a few inches, and you might notice even more density. So maybe here you find that sweet spot and you tap into the courage to go into it and send more breath there. One more cycle of breath here. And then we'll release. We'll place the left foot down onto the mat and extend your right leg up towards the sky. You can interlace the hands behind the back of the right thigh, or if you're more open, on the calf. And then we'll just start to point the toes and really extend the leg, and then flex the foot. Point and flex, and then start to bring in an ankle roll in one direction. And then change direction. And then find some stillness here and reach the heel towards the sky as the toes come back towards the face, so flexed foot. Again, try to find some ease in the shoulders, back of the neck long, and breathe into your hamstring. Good, and then we'll release that right foot down and we'll switch over for figure four, the hip stretch on the other side. So left ankle crosses the right thigh, let it clear. Left foot stays flexed. And then either left hand pushes the left thigh bone away, and that might feel great this morning, or you thread. Left hand comes through, interlace the hands behind the back of the right thigh or around the shin, or use your strap for support. I love using props. And again, softening the shoulders, and then maybe you play with shifting the unit of your legs a little over to the right, and one side might feel totally different than the other, and that's okay. It's just for us to notice, become aware of it, to not judge it, and breathe into it, one breath at a time. Relax your jaw. Good, one more cycle of breath here. And back to center. Place the right foot down onto the mat and extend the left leg out long towards the sky. Interlace the hands behind the back of the left thigh or calf, and then just start to point the left toes and really extend the knee, and then flex the foot, and then point the toes, feel a stretch on the top of the foot, and then flex, and then invite in the ankle rolls. Just really feeling the range of motion. Maybe you feel some clicking. As long as you don't feel pain, just change your direction. And then we'll flex the foot. So heel reaches toward the sky, toes toward the face. As you're lengthening and stretching, invite in ease. Smooth breaths, creating space in the hamstring, opening up the body. One more cycle of breath. And then we'll release both knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little hug. Now we're going to meet in tabletop position. So you could either roll to one side and make your way there, or hands behind the backs of the knees and give yourself a couple rocks and rolls. Cross your ankles when you get to the top. And we'll meet with the wrists underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips for a few cat-cows. So on the inhalation, we'll release the belly, tilt the pelvis, chest opens, gaze lifts. You can always close the eyes here. Exhale, pull the belly in, tail comes under, nose towards the chest, push the floor away. Feel that stretch in the top, the back of the neck, top of the shoulders. Inhale to your cow. Exhale, cat. One more time, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come back to your tabletop. Your hips are going to stay stacked over the knees, and we're going to slide or walk the hands forward to our puppy stretch, heart melting pose. So we'll let the forehead and heart melt down towards the mat, and it's all right if they don't touch. You can always slide a block or a pillow or a bolster under the forehead. And if this is too much, you can always bring the elbows, forearms down. You want to wrap the upper arms around and in so the eyes of the elbows are facing one another. And then a slight pull into the belly so you're not just totally dumping in the low back. With the belly pulling in, we'll invite more opening in the thoracic spine, the upper back, the shoulders, the underarms, and bring more breath into this heart center, the front, the back, and the sides. Beautiful. With lots of care, walk your hands back underneath the shoulders for support. We're going to zip the legs together, toe stretch. So tuck the toes underneath and then come to sit the sit bones on the heels. You may need to assist with your hands and get all the toes under. And if this is not feeling good for your toes, you can always just point the toes and then feel a nice stretch in the tops of the feet and the knees. So if you feel sharp pain, then you've gone too far. Listen to your body, ease off, but a little bit of discomfort is okay. You can breathe through it, just breathing through the fascia in the feet. You know, oftentimes we're wearing shoes a lot of the time, so the feet don't really get to breathe. Now, if you want a little more here, if you're feeling all right, maybe you bring the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, shoulders come onto the back and extend the elbows, slight pull in of the belly, and try not to just let your neck drop back. Just slight pull in of the chin. And remember to breathe. That will be your anchor. And this toes pose gets easier the more you do it. If you need to come out, you come out and take a break. Okay, if your hands are interlaced, release them. Lift your seat forward and then point your toes and sit back down. And we'll just come into a nice side stretch. So we'll bring both arms up, breathe in. As you exhale, left arm comes down, right arm up and over, chest stays open, reach through the right fingers, softening the shoulders, bow the right side of your body. And inhale, both arms reach up, lift the sides of your waist. And exhale, right arm down, left arm up and over, collarbones open, reach to the fingers, bow the left side, find your breath. Back to center, inhale, arms reach up, and exhale, lower the arms down. Let's take the hands forward, back to tabletop, and we're just going to step the right foot forward in between the hands. So right ankle roughly underneath the knee, and we'll sweep the arms up for low lunge. Low lunge with the arms lifted, thumbs back, pinkies forward. So you want to drop that right hip down, tailbones lengthening down, zip up the low belly. Chest is nice and open without compressing in the lower back. And we'll release the hands down, half split. So the sit bones go back. You can always slide that right foot forward and extend the leg. Here you could always use blocks to bring the floor to you. Nice support. Toes toward the face. And then soften the shoulders here. Try to find some length in the spine. A slight pull in of the chin so you're not cranking the neck, breathing into the hamstring. You can stay center, or a left hand could be on a block or the ground, and the right arm can lift up for a twist. So drop that right hip down. And open the chest any amount. Make sure you're breathing here. Beautiful. If the arm's lifted, lower back down. And then we'll just bring the arm on the inside and then swing that right foot back behind you. And we'll do a simple switch other side. So the left foot will come forward, ankle under the knee. Arms sweep up, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Thumbs back, pinkies forward, drop the left hip, tailbone down, low belly zips in. Proud open chest. And then release the hands down, half split. So you can heel toe the foot forward a little bit, maybe hands on blocks. And then notice right here, if your shoulders are way up, can you soften them down and find more length in the spine? That's why the blocks would be great. And chin in, flex the foot, breathing into the hamstring. So the belly softly rises and falls. Staying center or right hand down, left arm opens up, but try not to take the hip with you. Keep it down. It's all about that length, creating space in the body. And release the left hand down, arms on the inside. And then you can just use the core and bring the leg back. Slide back a little bit so there's space in front of you. We're going to come onto the belly. And we'll come into a nice chest shoulder opener. So listening carefully, maybe you slide yourself a little over to the right. The left arm comes out in line with the shoulder, palm facing down. So the fingers, wrist, shoulder in one line. Right hand is planted on the ground, elbow bent. Left ear comes down. And then you're going to roll onto your left side body, any amount. So if you feel pain, sharp pain, then you've gone too far. So your right foot could stay stacked in front for more stability. You can place it on top of the left foot. You can bend your right knee and plant it behind the left leg. That might feel nice. Maybe right arm floats up. Or just keep it down and that'll be your support. Breathing into your shoulder. Just staying very, very present here. This could be a vulnerable shape for the shoulders, so you want to stay focused, and it does make it more potent when we're more present with our experience. One more cycle of breath. And let's release with lots of care and control back to the belly. And then we'll come through center. Maybe scoot yourself over to the left. Right arm comes out. Palm faces down in line with the shoulder. Right ear down. And then roll onto the right side body. And then you decide how far you go. And it might be totally different on the other side, how far you go, and that's okay. Inviting in ease. Good. Back to center. And we'll lift ourselves up, push up, and back to child's pose. We'll do closed-legged child's pose so the legs come completely together. And then we'll bring the hands by the sides, melt the forehead and heart down. Let your shoulders relax. Your palms could be facing up. Close your eyes. Let yourself settle here, tuning into your sweet breath. Beautiful. We'll slowly roll up and we're going to come to a seat to finish our practice. So you can always prop your hips up on something, or you can kneel if that feels better. And let's just let our hands rest on our thighs, either palms down for more grounding or palms up for more openness, or maybe Gyan Mudra, thumb and pointer finger touch up or down. Whatever feels the most natural to you, the most inviting and supportive. Closing the eyes. Tune back into your breathing. Noticing how you feel after this morning's practice. Without judgment, just observe. How does your body feel? And we'll set an intention for the rest of our morning, the rest of our day. And let that come from the heart space. If you could choose one word to represent how you want to feel, what would that word be? Let it come to you. And on your next exhalation, just allow that word to resonate and radiate throughout your entire being now, feeling it now. So you know how it feels now, and something that you can anchor into throughout the day and revisit and remind yourself. Let's bring our palms to touch in front of our heart space, slight bow in of the chin, acknowledge the teacher and the light that's within you. Thank you so much for sharing your practice and this journey with me. I'm truly honored. From my heart to yours, namaste. Hi yogis, if you're looking to add on a meditation practice to your yoga journey or just to your yoga practice in general, you can select from one of these short but potent meditation practices. You can pick one to suit your needs. You can try the same one for the whole 30 days or try different ones depending on what you need in the moment. The meditation practice will help to deepen your yoga practice, and it'll help to deepen your connection with yourself, strengthen your awareness, and learn some tools on how to self-regulate and to find that place of ease and calm within you on and off the mat. Namaste.